Derailments are not only dangerous, they also mean the railroad has to shut down until the track is cleared. With thousands of tons of freight hauled on the line each year, no movement means no money.
If I see snow, I see dollar signs disappearing. Yeah, that hit pretty hard. We're gonna check that one. I'm pretty sure that's a mismatch. Just the way, like it hit very hard, but you can tell when it hit, the truck was pushed to the side.
A mismatch in the rails is not due to the freezing conditions. It's where a new section of rail has been replaced and now sits alongside an older, more worn section.
It's a mismatch. You can barely see it, but just that little mismatch with the truck, you'll feel it.
The SP on here, that's your set point.
On the Polar Bear Express, Tom and the electrician struggle to fix the faulty heating.
Everything is shut down now. The highways were all closed. So let's see, we're gonna see if we can get it fixed up. A lot of people rely on us today, yes. Because we have no heat, we have no way to keep the water lines from freezing. So right now they're out dumping all the water out of this coach, so we're gonna have no bathroom, so I've had to lock them out.
The heat will shut off at 73, and it's supposed to come on at 66. What temperature is it now? We'll check.
I am a little concerned.
Just as the team give up hope of restoring the heating,
Okay, it's on now. Good. We'll just go check and make sure it's actually on. Okay, he's got heat. We're good.
by some miracle, the heating is back on.
Well, the dog looks like it's okay. It stopped howling.
To be honest, I don't know what happened. I'm not sure why it's working now, but I'm happy it's working.
Hey, Tom, we're all set. Continue on.
Okay. Away we go.
After 45 agonizing minutes, the train can press on towards Moosonee.
The heat has started to work. It's not back to 100% yet, but we have it working.
Track Inspector Dave races to complete his check before the storm makes it impossible. He's found a bump in the track caused by mismatched rails.
This rail is higher than the other rail, which is most likely the new rail we put in. And what you can do with them is you can grind them down, or you can weld them.
Mismatched rails are easily detected by the high rail truck, but they are rarely a danger to the trains.
It's annoying because then you hit it, you check it, see what it is, and then you find out it's just a mismatch. So now we lost time, but we'll go back in the truck and keep going, I guess.
Dave has his work cut out. He needs to cover another 40 kilometers of track before the snowstorm hits.
Right now it's not a whiteout. Like I can see ahead of me, so that's good. That's a good sign.
On board the train, as well as dozens of passengers bound for Moosonee, Jerry and Sheldon are also hauling 6 extra freight cars. These contain critical supplies of food and fuel for the northern communities.
It happens once in a while where the car didn't go up on the freight train and they need to get it. So it's quite important for us to get everything up here on time.
The railway system is a lifeline for us. All of the supplies that are needed in our communities are brought in by rail.
The Polar Bear Express team is under pressure to make up the lost time. But the extra weight of the freight gives the team another problem.
When you're in the engine, you're running the train, you have to drive it different than you would run a normal freight train or passenger train.
As the train brakes, the joints linking the cars cushion the impact between the coaches. All the passenger cars are the same weight, so there's an even compression in the joints between the cars. But if you add heavy freight cars to the mix, brake too quickly, and slam, the extra momentum could cause the heavier freight to rear-end the lighter passenger cars.
You get a big jolt running, so they'll feel that. So you have to be really mindful when you're driving this train.
Jerry and Sheldon need the light touch of a ballerina to ensure the passengers do not feel the harsh slam of heavy metal behind them. For one of these passengers, Cara Miller, getting to Moosonee means a long-awaited reunion with her mum. It's also a chance to celebrate First Nations culture at the annual powwow.
I'm attaching my jingle cones onto my dress. There's 265 of them. These will give a really nice sound tomorrow while I'm dancing. Back in the day, they used to use the lids from chewing tobacco tins.
Rooted in spiritual practices, the term powwow is derived from a First Nations curing ritual popular in the early 1800s. Powwows traditionally honour homecoming war parties, reaffirm alliances, and celebrate successful hunts. Regalia is unique and sacred to each participant in the powwow. Eagle feathers represent a connection to the Creator for many First Nations peoples, so are especially revered and cherished.
The jingle dress, it's a medicine dance from the Ojibwe culture. Now it's shared everywhere. People all over Canada and America wear them for powwows.
In the cab of the Polar Bear Express, Jerry and Sheldon are now making good progress despite the growing blizzard.
There'll be some spots up here where you'll be able to see the rail because it's open, so the wind blows the snow right off the track, and it's not as bad, but we get into all this treed area, and yeah, the snow builds up, and without the wind around there, we're plowing snow right now.
The blizzards are bad news for track inspector Dave.
Starting to get covered now.
As more snow falls, it hides the telltale sounds and signs of broken rails and joints.
Now I can't see the rail no more. You can't hear it as much anymore. The snow muffles the noise, the sound.
Heavy snow also clogs up the switches and crossings, giving Dave another headache.
It just creates so much work, so much work.
There are over 500 switches on this railroad. These allow crews to switch trains onto different tracks.
If it keeps snowing so much, the engine will start pushing snow. It'll fill the switches up with snow, and then they can't move, they can't turn the switch. So my guys have to go and do that, but there's too much for one crew. So they work really hard for a long amount of time. They're burned the fudge out, so they're done. So then I have to find more guys.
Through the snow, Dave thinks he may have spotted a deadly defect on a switch up ahead.
I don't know if it's an illusion with the snow or what, but it looks like it's slightly open. Hopefully it's nothing, but...
The deepening snow makes it harder and harder for Dave to judge defects, and a half-open switch would prove catastrophic for the trains.
The train wheel, it's riding right here on the tracks. Well, it's gonna go and it's gonna split the point. And we're gonna have our train going down this track, and parts of the train go down this track. So it's gonna split our train apart, and then you end up with a derailment. And we don't want that. That's why it's extremely important that they're nice and tight. So it's always good to check these. There was snow at the tip of the point there, so it made it look like it was open by a ½ inch, but it's nice and tight, it's snug. So we're good.
Dave has completed his section of track just in time, before the storm makes the inspection impossible.
Surprisingly, with the amount of snow we had, we're still able to see the tracks fairly well, so we got a good inspection. Right now, like, you know, the storm's is gonna take its course. Just another day on the railroad.
The Polar Bear Express is making up for lost time, despite the growing blizzard.
We never really know what to expect up north here. March could bring a lot of snow and a lot of bad weather as well. So it's very unpredictable.
The snow's getting heavier, but as the train pushes north, the weather is just about holding out.
They knew there was a storm coming, but you know, sometimes they'll predict a big storm for us and it doesn't hit Cochrane. Like, you can be fine in Cochrane and you can get to Moosonee and run into snow or cold weather. It can change pretty drastically.
But the storm is causing problems elsewhere, dumping tons of snow in yards up and down the line. It's a major headache for the yard teams. The wheels of the locomotives and cars drive the heavy snow deep into the switches, clogging them up.
All the switches, all the turnouts need to be cleaned up so they can turn. It's an ongoing thing. 24/7 pretty much, the switches have to be done.
The teams use backpack blowers to clear the switches, keeping the yards open. But with dozens of switches to blow and worsening weather, the job becomes too big to be done by hand. This could bring the yards to a standstill and leave the Polar Bear Express stranded. They need a new plan. On board, Jerry and Sheldon plow through the ever-growing snowdrifts as they head deeper into the storm.
Heavy snow. Visibility is not the greatest. Usually we can get through the snow and the drifts and the ice.
But right now, it's not the ice causing a headache.
We're getting the detector.
That detector's gone off. We had a defect.
The team faces yet another problem.
We know we got a defect, so we're gonna have to stop and check whatever the defect is.
The train's automatic defect analysis system gives the team on board a diagnosis.
So it's a 31 axle on the west side. It's got a hot wheel.
A hot wheel is caused when an axle bearing overheats due to enormous friction. If left unchecked, this could destroy the axle and derail the train.
Obviously, if your bearing heats up, you have to stop the train, and there's a problem with the wheel. You can't move it, or you could burn off a wheel, potentially. So until we clear it, we have to stop the train and make sure it's safe. Otherwise, it puts the passengers and the crew in danger.
Jerry eases down the locomotive engine, bringing the Polar Bear Express to a standstill again.
Stop currently. Checking hot wheel. Get back to you shortly.
Conductor Tyler heads out to check the errant axle. They can only hope there's no damage.
Now we're past the point of any roads where we are in our journey today. We're about 120 miles or so. So it's hard to get to us. You would need a helicopter, or you'd have to wait for another train or high rail to come get you.
All kinds of surprises today.
And Sheldon might have another surprise. Yards up and down the line are so packed with snow, they may not be able to get their train into the station. The backpack blowers just can't cut it. It's time for machine operator Steph Tash to break out the hardest blowing beast in the business. The mega blower.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger of backpack blowers. Well, she's the big gun. She'll do a lot of blowing, that's for sure. Keep that freight moving. She's got to roll. Yeah, it's a special blower to clean switches and crossings. She's very powerful. It's all hydraulic.
The mega blower weighs almost 1.5 tons and is wielded by a 170 horsepower digger. The excavator's hydraulics power the blower's motor, spinning a 1-meter diameter blade. This sucks air through the blower at high speed, forcing it out of its 7 nozzles at over 440 kilometers per hour. This blowhard sucker can clean a switch in less than 3 minutes.
Gotta go! Snow to blow!
At the business end of the blower, Steph has a set of whiskers to rival his own. The mustache.
The mustache. These are my mustache for the front of the machine to break up the snow and get these big chunks out of the way. All the air comes out of the front here at a high pressure and just cleans all the switches right down to the rock. So it does the job like 5 times faster than a regular backpack blower would. And you're not outside freezing, so you're in a machine nice and warm and a lot happier in there for sure.
Steph has been battling the snow for 30 years.
Yeah, I love my job. A couple years left and then I'll be retired, so I'll love it even better then.
After almost an hour of high-pressure hose blowing, Steph has helped clear all the switches in the yard.
Everything went good. We got the snow all cleared out, able to keep the trains rolling on schedules. Waiting for the next storm to come.
If the train crew can fix their Hot Wheel issue, it's a home run into Moosonee.
Desperate measures call for emergency measures. Hopefully it's nothing too major.
Outside, Conductor Tyler O'Grady is inspecting the problem wheel and axle.
You want me to kill that breaker?
I don't know, try it again.
Yeah, okay.
But strangely, neither the wheel nor the axle is hot at all. Quite the opposite. Ice is packed in around the axle. Tyler's theory, the ice could be confusing the probe, causing it to detect a fault. The solution? Smash out the ice to see what happens.
We got her there, Ty. She's clear there now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let you know you're in there keeping her alright.
No failure. Good.
It's worked. The probe now reads normal.
It gets iced up and then I can't get a proper reading. Now we're good to go. It says it's okay now.
Sheldon can power up the engine again for the final leg into Moosonee. Cara Miller is starting to believe she will make it to the annual First Nations powwow.
My mom will be waiting for me at the station when we pull in, so I'm sure she'll be really happy to see me, and I'm excited.
With Sheldon at the wheel, after almost 6 hours, the train finally snakes into Moosonee.
We're almost there. We're only about 45 minutes late, and that's about how long we were stopped for. We didn't have any more troubles, so that was good. At least now we're almost there, and we'll get the passengers to where they need to go.
For Jerry and Sheldon, this trip has been one stormy ride.
They got more snow in Moosonee than they did in Cochrane. It's almost a foot deep on the rail, and we're plowing pretty good here.
Blind dog Maggie's ride on the Polar Bear Express is nearly over.
Seems okay. Probably not sure what's going on right now, but she made it safe and sound. Soon she'll be off the train. One more coach, 18.6.
Conductor Tyler has negotiated one of his toughest shifts, but he's got the train and the passengers through the storm.
Another safe trip. Made her.
Now Tyler can finally hand Maggie back to grateful owner, Christine.
Hey, Maggie.
Thank you. Thanks again so much.
No problem.
Okay, come on, sweet girl. Oh, Maggie, come here. I know. She is just really happy to be home and out of her crate.
Cara Miller and Mum June are reunited.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, baby.
And Cara's jingle dress makes its debut at the powwow.
Powwow is going great. You know, everybody's dancing, having a good time. The kids are running around, causing a ruckus. Feels good to be back in my hometown, singing with my fellow singers and drummers.
A little emotional, I'm so proud of her. She's an amazing girl.
It's a responsibility, but a privilege to kind of know where we come from. It's nice to be able to pass on what I know to future generations.
Hi, baby. So proud of you. Oh, you're doing such a great job.
The Polar Bear Express has once again completed its mission, getting passengers and freight to their destination safely. From Cochrane through to Moosonee, the team had to overcome the ultimate snowstorm.
We never really know what to expect up north here.
Battled a driving blizzard
You can't see, you can't feel, you can't hear.
and deadly ice,
Good.
and cleared clogged up switches in record time
Big guns out here. Time to blow some snow.
to keep passengers safe on one of the world's most extreme railroads.